This is my community in words and pictures. I'm Sylvester Randolph. I go by Sly. This is my community in Church, Texas. So as I'm driving home here, I just wanted to give you all an opportunity just to see the little bit about shirts. I'm going into my community here. It's called Fairway Bridge. It's a beautiful community. It's a golf course community that I really enjoy. It's ironic that we started this project because my wife and I and my family, we just moved here to the Schertz area because I transferred jobs. And so a lot of things that I had to research for this project, we had researched previously so that we make sure that we chose an area that we would be comfortable in. So we'll drive around our neighborhood looking at the houses. And so in the city of Schertz, this is probably a typical neighborhood. There's some smaller neighborhoods, some older neighborhoods. My neighborhood's about 5 years old, but this is about the typical neighborhood that you're going to find in the community of Schertz. And so we come around the corner. There's my neighbor, and here I am. Welcome home. All right. So some of the demographics about Schertz. The average, there are various ages. The average medium age is about 37 years old. The average medium age in Texas overall is about 35 years old. As you see, there's a various array of age ranges, um, with the largest population being around the 35 to 49-year old population. But as you get older, this community, there's a lot of retirement people, a lot of former military, and so it's a older population. The demographics by race, about 51% of Schertz is Caucasian or white. It's about 20,522 people. Uh, 4,071 or 10% are black, 4% are Asian, and then people that have mixed or two or more races is about another 4%. And then we have a 29% Hispanic population, or about 11,544 people. So when you look at the male and the female, the gender population is almost pretty even, 49.7% male, 50.3% female. Um, When you look at the age differential of 18 and over, they're pretty close to one another. And then also when you look at the 65 and older, the female population actually gets quite a bit of a gap there. The average male income here in Schertz is about $64,953, and the average female income here in Schertz is about 45,959. So the jobs around here in Schertz has a variety of employment opportunities, anywhere from food services, admin, healthcare. The biggest area here is education. We have several colleges around here, several schools that are training schools, and of course you have your K through high school. Almost every neighborhood in the Texas communities will at least have an elementary school within that neighborhood within walking distance, and most of the time a middle school. The high schools, you might have to go out a little bit further, but usually they're pretty close to their neighborhoods as well. Uh, Finance, wholesale, retail are also two of the bigger type of employment opportunities here in Schertz. So what's the actual income around here? This area, the medium income is about 80,112, which is really good. The medium income for Texas itself is 56,565, and your average cost for a home for rent or mortgage is about $38. And as you can see, it's broken down on various income levels. The majority of people here in shirts make about 35,000 or more a year. And as you can see towards the end here, there's quite a few people who make 100,000 or $150,000. So pretty good incomes. And again, a lot of people here are retired military and then also dual retired from another type of job. So they have a lot of income. So what about Shirts? So Shirts is about 20 minutes from the city of San Antonio. It is located almost halfway between the city of Austin and the city of San Antonio. Most people here in Shirts will have about a 20 to 45-minute commute because a lot of us go to San Antonio to work. I work on Fort Sam Houston, which is almost downtown San Antonio. But the beauty is that we have all the amenities of a large city, but we live outside of the city zone, so we get more bang for our buck. Website for Shirts Community has a lot of different things on it. It's actually very helpful. You actually can apply for jobs. You can look for work orders, things of that nature, pay your bills. You can look for your legislative, what the government's doing, what the community is doing, a lot of different things. So they have actually a pretty good, robust website here. Also has different community links, such as the YMCA and a library and things of that nature. So it's pretty helpful. So one of the things that we wanted to look at before coming here was it safe? We lived here in San Antonio before. The area that we lived was called Converse, and we looked at it coming back. The crime had really gone up, so we wanted to make sure that we were somewhere safe. So as you look in 2016, church was below the Texas average, which was actually the Texas average is actually slightly higher than the national average, but it's pretty good rate of low crime. Property crime, same thing. Church is below the Texas average and also below the national average. So that was a big thing that we had looked at. Where we going to feel safe? Now, my community, as I said, is the golf community, so it's got extra added securities. We have the neighborhood watches. Everyone has security cameras and things of that nature on their homes, and there's really been no issues. We've been here since January, and we really love it here. One of the things about this community that makes it unique is that it has a good veteran population. You have Fort Sam Houston, you have Randolph Air Force Base, and you have Lackland Air Force Base. These three major military bases bring in a lot of veterans here, and a lot of people will retire here. So we have a lot of veterans, and this is just a little snapshot to show you the different type of veterans that reside here in Shirts, Texas. So the poverty here, it's actually pretty good. It's 6.85%, which is below the national poverty level of 13.4. The largest demographic of people that fit within that poverty level are females with are the ages of 25 to 34, followed by males 25 to 24, and then females 35 to 44. The education level here, um, many people here have a higher level of education. The two biggest categories are some college, and then quite a bit of people have their bachelor's degree or a higher level of education. There's a whole gamut of different religious type denominations here, from Baptist to Catholic to Presbyterian, Church of Christ, Jehovah Witnesses. You name it, they have the whole gamut. So if you're looking for any particular type of service, you'll be able to find that within Shirts and definitely within the other communities around the San Antonio area. And so the overview of important places, some of the formal places here, Amazon actually has a place here that is a distribution center. Cisco, HEB is a huge, like Kroger's or it's a huge grocery chain here. Of course, Walmart, they have a Brand Engineering. You have your military bases. Then you have several colleges here from University of Texas San Antonio, Lady of the Lake, Texas A&M, San Antonio, University of Cartnet Word, St. Mary's University, and Trinity University, and then a whole lot of community colleges. Uh, then the informal, they have the San Antonio Spurs. We have the NBA basketball team. We have a hockey league team, San Antonio Rampage. The San Antonio Missions, which is a AAA baseball team. The San Antonio Football Club, or FC, which is a soccer league team. And then in most neighborhoods here, the really good thing about here is most neighborhoods have their own community center. And within that community center, they have gyms and different various events and things of that nature. Most of them have pools and playgrounds and things of that nature. Great. And so my assessment of a good community, I brought out three of the main points uh, that Seeking the Good Community talked about. My number one thing was safety. And like I talked about, we looked for, was this place going to be safe? So we looked at the crime rates, were houses getting broke into, were people being assaulted, things of that nature. Safety is very important to me. In my job, I'm away from the house quite a bit. And so I wanted to make sure my family was safe. Do we have goods and services? So the beauty about being in Shirts itself is very big and it has almost every shop, store, or restaurant that you can think of. But if it's not here in Shirts, within 20 minutes you're in San Antonio, and you could definitely find those type of things there in San Antonio. Then another important thing was community relationships and common goals and values. Uh, this is a very veteran friendly and family friendly area. Almost every organization here gives veteran discounts, which I was very surprised coming from Fort Bragg, which is the largest U.S. military installation. Uh, they didn't give a lot of discounts, even though they had the most soldiers there. But here, everybody just about gives military discounts, so they appreciate their veterans. So I really like this community, and we really enjoy where we're at. So what could we change? Well, we haven't been here very long. We've been here just since January. We really couldn't think of very much to change. So, as you can see, there is a lot to do. If you could think it, you could probably find it. So, from skydiving to zip lining to theme parks, movie theaters, malls, the river walks. Schlitterbahn is a water park, which is rated the number one water park in the whole United States. So there's always activities and entertainment here, which is one of the things that we love about this area. And so that wraps up my brief. I thank you for all your attention. These are my references. Take care.